You know what, guys? Being in the super woke world that we're in right now, nothing comes as a surprise to me here in 2022, days before we actually get into 2023. Nothing surprises me anymore when it comes to the wokes. Everything is racist. Everything is based in white supremacy, even without any evidence whatsoever. And that brings us to One Time magazine, folks. Now, Time magazine is super duper woke. And folks, there's been this thing that's been going on ever since the George Floyd era, when he actually came into fold in 2020, when he became a saint. The wokes out there have been promoting obesity. Companies got super duper woke with the whole body positivity thing, to where now, like Victoria's Secret, the angels are no more. They're actually having obese people as models. That does not turn on the average everyday person. Now, of course, there's somebody out there for everybody, but you know that the business has suffered since they actually got rid of the angels. The angels were visually attractive to many, many people. The obese people, unhealthy lifestyle, people are not attracted to that for the most part. Well, guys, if you want to be a model, guess what? You really, really should exercise. But now the wokes have taken that over too, and they have now deemed it to be based in, you guessed it, white supremacy. Here we go. Outkick. Time declares exercise racist, a form of white supremacy. Now, according to Time, I guess now, they believe that white people invented exercising. Yeah, this is pretty ridiculous, folks, considering, if you actually go to the Far East, a form of exercise has been around for what? Centuries upon centuries. That'll be like Kung Fu in China. How about Taekwondo is Korean, if I'm not mistaken. How about karate? Japanese. This is ridiculous that Time is trying to dig deep and find racism in every single thing. It says here from Bobby Burrag, we ask that you not make a New Year's resolution to exercise more. A, it won't last. Signing up for a year-long gym membership just to hit the treadmill for 2-3 weeks in January is not a sufficient use of capital. B, exercise is racist. A Time article declared that the latter, the truth on Wednesday. Specifically, the outlet contends the activity is deeply rooted in white supremacy. The white supremacist origins of exercise and 6 other surprising facts about the history of U.S. physical fitness read the headline. How did U.S. exercise trends go from reinforcing white supremacy to celebrating Richard Simmons, the peace ass? Yeah, over here on Twitter, you can see right there, they have tweeted this out right here. They tweeted this out. This is ridiculous because I believe, folks, that they really want to do harm to weak-minded black people. Because, when it comes to the wokes out there, they're always talking about, hey, black and brown bodies, this is based in white supremacy. So maybe they actually don't want black people to exercise. Obviously not, I believe. I believe, folks, that they truly, truly do want harm to come to black people and other minorities with this kind of thinking right here. Exercise is not based in white supremacy. Exercise has been around forever. If you want to go back to the hunter and gatherer was always in tip-top shape. Why? Because he had to move, he was on his feet, and he actually had to kill to eat. That's what they did. If you dig up the bones of a man 10,000 years ago, you're going to see he was in very, very good physical shape. He wasn't eating sugar. He wasn't eating refined carbohydrates. He actually ate pretty healthy, ate meat. Now, of course, The wokesters today don't want you to actually eat meat. You got people like Bill Gates. He wants people to go out there and eat fake meat. You know, that Beyond Meat stuff, which is chemically processed, which I'm pretty sure does a lot of damage to your body. Meat is actually pretty good for you. Exercise is pretty good for you. However, you are what you eat. You're not going to get very good results from your exercising if you don't eat correctly. So in woke times now, if you tell somebody, hey, don't eat pizza and cheeseburgers and fries all the time, it's going to make you unhealthy, the wokes are going to call you racist. I actually did a video, guys, where these woke black people, and a couple of them were actually pretty overweight, talking about, hey, donuts are good. You can eat donuts. No, you cannot. You cannot eat that all the time. You're going to have diabetes. Don't listen to these people. Do not listen to these people. And for Time Magazine to put this out, boy, they will find racism any and everywhere. Any and everywhere. I'm not too surprised by this. It says here, as we often do when covering the corporate press, we make it a priority to establish the subject matter is not a type of witty satire. Yeah, because you would think this was the Babylon Bee, but no, it is actually Time Magazine. The Babylon Bee did not produce an article examining the white supremacist origins of exercising. Rather, the article is the product of one of the longest standing magazines in the country. That said, the argument would have been a grand idea for satirical purposes. It really would have. It's absolutely hilarious, folks. Still, the piece garnered a number of unintentional laughs. Quote, precisely, the only way to fight against white supremacy roots of exercise is by leading a sedentary life, tweeted Dr. God Saad. Say no to exercise as a means of being an ally to people of color. That's pretty funny, guys, because you know what? When it comes to exercise and exercise gurus out there, one name that comes to mind is Tony Horton. He's a white man. I'm sorry. I'm going to listen to him because if I actually listen to him on exercise and nutrition, chances are I'm going to live a much better, healthier lifestyle than listening to a Woke Time Magazine and other wokesters out there on TikTok telling me to eat pizza and chips all day. You know, Arnold Schwarzenegger came on the scene because he was Mr. Olympia. He was out there, big muscles. He inspired a whole bunch of people to actually start lifting weights and eating right. Billy Blanks, Tae-Bo, that was huge in the 1990s. I guess they're saying if he came out with Tae-Bo today, Billy Blanks would actually be upholding white supremacy. Richard Simmons too. I mean, these people find racism in any and everything. I'm willing to bet, folks, the Time Magazine probably actually fell for the Juicy Smouye race hoax. But look at this. Bobby Burack here. In 2022, the corporate press declared exercise, Shark Week, the lottery, daylight savings time, wait for it, racist. Yep, CNN, daylight savings times is racist. That's ridiculous. Lottery accused of systemic racism after massive Powerball payout. Yeah, racism. Now, right now, folks, the Mega Millions is pretty high. I played the lottery. I mean, is it going to be white supremacy if my black ass actually wins the Mega Millions tomorrow night? I mean, you can't win if you don't play. And it's pretty easy to get these lottery tickets. All you got to do is go to a gas station. Guess what? There's gas stations everywhere. White neighborhoods, black neighborhoods, wherever. But this is your dishonest media, folks, trying to find racism where it doesn't exist. There's actually more demand for racism than supply. And it's pretty clear. When you start saying exercise is racism, the lottery is racism, yeah, you know, folks, that there is not a lot of supply out there for racism. But the woke media, they demand more racism. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, Let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.